Hi, good morning everyone, and welcome back to the Monday Sparks with Teams with Hugo. This week we're going to talk about public speaking, which is a topic that speaks close to a lot of you, because I know that there is an intention of a lot of managers, a lot of leaders, a lot of people to actually become better at public speaking. And last week I was triggered again to do public speaking at my company at TV Box, where we had an internal conference for about 100, 150 people online, but the presenters were on stage, kind of hosting a talk show, also presenting, and that triggered me also the elements of public speaking. And also a lot of people came back to me and asked about, oh, I wish I could speak, be a public speaker, be so comfortable on stage, you are a natural. And I want to challenge that idea that you need to be some kind of like talent to be a public speaker. I still remember when I was 17, 18, I was extremely shy and I couldn't even be on stage. I had stage fright and I couldn't even express my words comfortably. So what changed and what triggered? Of course, one of them was that I joined a youth-run organization called Isaac that puts a lot of efforts on learning by doing and getting outside of your comfort zone. So I got more and more used to be on stage and become a public speaker. But that doesn't mean that you become a good public speaker or even a great public speaker. There's a few elements that anyone can practice in conversations on your day-to-day basis, when you are on a Zoom call or with your colleagues, when you go back to the office, that you are practicing without noticing. One of them is the power of presence. Yeah, so that's one of the first elements of public speaking, is how you are present and solid on stage. A lot of it is, a lot of people move a lot on stage, a lot of people turn the back to the participants. It's about setting your positioning and demanding the presence, showing the presence on stage for everyone. So it means that you are attentive, that you are solid, and that is shown and translated to the different people. If you're on a Zoom call or if you're with your friends, it's easy to know when you are distracted because you are not present in the conversation. You are not taking deep breaths and being in a moment. You are thinking about something else, either about what you're going to say, so you are listening to respond and not listening to understand, or you are thinking about something that you said and something on the past. So it's about being in a moment. So that's the first one, power of presence. The second one is the comfort with silence. And that's something that most public speakers don't really think of, which is the most beautiful moments on being a public speaker is the moments of silence. Because that's when you are actually grabbing the attention of the audience. That's when you practice your pauses when you are speaking. So you have to be comfortable with the silence, with being on stage and not being able to grasp what the audience is asking or feeling, or there's no sounds. You just are in a moment and you feel that silence. You feel you are actually grabbing the attention or not. So the comfort with silence is something you can practice when you don't have an answer and you actually just ask someone like, give me 1 second, and it's just, you just breathe in, you take the moment and get comfortable with that silence as people wait for you to chat, for you to talk about. And the last one is about the demand of attention. And that's an important one, because to demand attention is about looking into the eyes of people, is about speaking slowly, is about saying, practicing the sentences and the takeaways you want people to have at home. And those moments are the moments that you make a pause, that you take a deep breath, and you actually share those moments with the people that you are on stage with. And of course, when you're talking to a lot of people, one-to-one or one-to-many, the situation can change because you might be nervous on stage. And that practice sometimes changes just by, sometimes if you're in a conference. One thing I was doing when I was in conferences was actually to just walk on stage. I was not even a speaker. I was just walk on stage, put myself there, look around, and then I'll just walk off. During the break or something like that, if of course, if it was not like a really like big event that you'll not have the chance to do that. But most of them, you can just do that, and it seems strange, but you have to start getting acquainted, and that's something you can do at work, you can practice at home, you can practice in conversations, but mostly it's about getting the mindset that anyone can get there as long as you start, practicing and starting getting to the rhythm of getting out of your comfort zone. So if you want to become a public speaker, just keep in mind the power of presence, the comfort with silence, and the demand of attention. And if you keep those three in mind, you realize that it's not so much about the content, it's actually about the way that you display and the way you express that content that makes the difference. So, best of luck, and I hope to talk to you.